See Weather Lab. Here's Eric's forecast.
Hope you were able to get outside and enjoy the sunshine this afternoon, but you probably needed that sunscreen as it was awful hot again. Temperatures getting into the lower 90s. Should be another nice day tomorrow, although we won't rule out a couple more stray showers, but most of us were able to dodge them today, and hopefully we can do the same tomorrow. Then moving into the upcoming work week, we dry out and it starts to get really hot. Temperatures pushing the mid-90s. Maybe feel like temperatures could push the triple digits for the first time all year, but I'll have more on that in just a little bit. We'll take a look at some of the showers we still have ongoing out there this evening across Acadiana. Most of the showers this afternoon came to an end, but we still had another batch of wave move through it, push through St. Landry Parish, now making its way towards Lafayette and down into Vermilion. Also a strong storm hit the point around 6 o'clock this evening that produced some very bad weather there with some gusty winds. We also had some showers over towards the Kaplan area that produced a tropical funnel cloud, producing plenty of pictures to our KATC Facebook page, so thank you for those. But it stayed up in the clouds, so was no real concerns for us. But you can see right now we still do have a storm down towards Pecan Island, and we have another one here in Lafayette Parish making through the Doosan area and heading on down, and will begin to push into Vermilion Parish and could head towards the Kaplan area, bringing you a brief little shower, but it's very small and I don't expect it to hold together too much longer. But a little farther to the south, we do have some stronger storms just move through Forked Island and heading down towards Pecan Island. Maybe might miss you off to the west, but you had a pretty heavy shower move through. Most of this will continue to move off to the south and offshore later this evening, and I think that should be end of the rain for today. But as mentioned, we could have one or two more stray showers wrap around the outer band of what is still subtropical storm Alberto, making its way in the eastern Gulf of Mexico. The good news for us, we continue to have all this dry air over the western Gulf of Mexico. That's what's kept the storm off to our east and really isn't going to cause any impacts for us. But you can see heavy rains continue to make their way up into Georgia, Alabama, the Carolinas, and all the way back down through Florida as they're getting a little bit of a break. But here's the latest with that subtropical storm Alberto. Right now, winds have picked up with the latest advisory here now at 10 o'clock, now up to 65 miles per hour. So that's putting it up there pretty strong as a tropical storm as it makes its way to coast. But it is still a subtropical storm as it is still very elongated, not really that organized. So that's why we continue to call it a subtropical storm. And we think it's going to remain that way all the way through landfall. Some of that dry air is beginning to wrap around, helping to dry out Florida today and is making its way in. So it is not really that well defined. We have some of those showers down to the south, a lot of the activities off to the north, and it is also beginning to slow down a little bit, moving to the northwest at just 9 miles per hour, but it is now just less than 100 miles south of the Florida Panhandle, expected to make landfall late tomorrow morning. You can see by 7 a.m. still just offshore, but it will move in around late morning into early afternoon. Winds beginning to decrease as soon as it moves onshore, but winds could be right around 65 miles per hour as it makes landfall towards the Panama City Beach area, and then continuing to move it up into Alabama throughout much of Monday into Tuesday. Wednesday, the Tennessee Valley, later into the Midwest and Great Lakes by Thursday, continuing to produce all the heavy rain up there. But we could have one or two wraparound showers get it tomorrow, but I think most of us stayed dry. As for the area concerns with the strongest winds, it looks to be right along the Panama City area as they have that 100% chance of 40-mile-an-hour winds or greater. But you can see very close to the system, even as you get over into Alabama, down to just a 40 to 30% chance of seeing some of those stronger winds. So this is going to be one of those tightly packed storms that is really only right along where the center makes impact. Also looking at maybe a 2 to 4 foot storm surge from Panama City off to the east a little bit, but still not looking to cause a whole lot of problems and should be pretty much in and out of the area by tomorrow evening. So here we go. There's that storm getting closer and closer to the landfall by tomorrow morning. We continue to be dry with just a few clouds around to start off our Memorial Day and continue to stay dry outside of one or two stray showers. It will be warm, 90 degrees. Beginning to make landfall tomorrow afternoon, and then the heavier rains pushing up through Alabama and heading towards Tennessee by early Tuesday morning and continuing into Tuesday afternoon. Rainfall, though, still looks to be the main concern with this system as it moves off to the north. Panama City could pick up anywhere from 6 to 7 inches of rain with this system all said and done. As you see some of that yellow showing up, a large spread area of red, so that's 3 to 5 inches, so flash flooding, and some of Alabama up into Tennessee could be a problem. Here locally, not looking at a whole lot, maybe only a couple tenths of an inch. So coastal showers ending warm and muggy otherwise tonight with a few clouds around. We'll go 72 for the overnight overnight low. And for your Memorial Day, looking pretty nice. A mix of sun and clouds, a high near 92, but we won't rule out that stray shower possible, but they're not going to last all that long, maybe 20-30 minutes before it moves out of your area. And then really warming up, 93 to 94 the rest of the work week. Mix of sun and clouds and just maybe 20 to 10% chance for some of those pop-up afternoon sea breeze showers, but most of us stay dry and continuing to get warm into next weekend. Temperatures mid-90s, maybe even upper 90s by the following week. So it is definitely summer here, and it's going to be here all long time.
Ain't it the truth? Thanks, Eric.